Won't you just come my way?
Come in.
Baby, won't you just take your time?
Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Now, I got a little bit of time, so I want to do a story time.
Tammy.
I want to do a story time about this situation. I'm gonna like give some code names, okay? So the girl name is Ice. And Ice was dating my cousin, okay? My cousin, let's talk about it.
You don't have OCD. You have obesity.
Bruh.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know my psychiatrist was on here. Thanks.
Now, this is a situation where I lost a friend, okay? I don't even know, like, I kind of felt bad about this situation, and I needed to talk to somebody about it, and y'all know I love y'all, and I had some time, so I'm like, I'm gonna come up here, and we're gonna talk, we're gonna chit-chat about it, okay? This situation really, really affected me. It really hurt my feelings. It was a situation where I felt like I was wrong. I don't even know how, like, everything, but I'm gonna tell y'all what's up, okay? So me and my cousin is a guy cousin. We are relatives. You know them relatives that you just don't necessarily get along with, but that's your relative, and you know they got your back, but they just a womanizer, like a womanizer, and they, you know, mess with a lot of people and all of that, right? So my cousin must have got this girl pregnant, and so she just reached out to me or whatever, because she just knew, you know, like, hey, this is your cousin, and I want to weigh into the family or whatever, and she didn't know what to do about her pregnancy. And I gave her the best advice, because one of my friends gave me this advice. She said, if you pregnant, forget about the man, think about yourself, okay? If you gonna have this baby, you gonna have to think about yourself, because the man is gonna come, like, you can't, especially y'all not married, you kind of can't depend on a man, okay? You got to make up the decision for yourself if you gonna have the baby, if you're not gonna have the baby. So that was the advice that was given to me, so I gave her that advice, you know? You worried about getting in with his family, getting in on him. Figure out what you gonna do with this child, because you are the primary care. You're the mom, okay? You're the first face that the child was gonna see. So you have to make the decision if you want to have this baby or not. Forget about him, forget about us, forget about everybody. Just make the decision for yourself. So, you know, I had a conversation with her, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was shit talking a little bit. Not about my cousin. Like, I felt like he was bogus for, you know, basically not telling us about, you know, him. And y'all, I'm switching stuff up a little bit so y'all can't really, you know, the person don't get exposed. But I'm like, you know, I was talking shit, and me and my cousin never really got along, so it was like, he bogus, but girl, think about yourself. So basically, she took what I told her, and she went back and told my cousin, like, oh, this is, you know, that's why nobody don't like you, da-da-da-da-da. And I told her that, you know, try to be a friend. You know, that should have been my first, you know, no, so, like, this is not my friend, right?
It's her copy in Braille. She's quick with a joke.
Is there anything you can't do, Faith?
See?
Okay, but she did that, and my auntie was like, you know what? Stay away from her. Do not trust her, because she just trying to, you know, create dissension or issues between you and your cousin, you know? Y'all both have issues or whatever. Y'all don't like each other, but why is she coming to you, you know? I was like, because I'm another woman. Maybe she doesn't, you know, feel comfortable. And, you know, and the crazy thing is I've known the girl, right? Okay, let's get into a conversation. There was a homie, like a family friend, right? The girl had a kid with the family friend, right? So my cousin was gonna be her second baby daddy, right? So my brother, my people was saying they really don't like the idea of her, you know, basically messing around with my cousin after she messed with the family friend. Especially the family friend was more close to my age than my brother's age, like, you know why? And she was kind of more so close to, you know, I would say a little bit close to in the middle. So they felt some type of way, like, yo, she's, you know, a homie hopper, basically. They didn't, like, don't talk to her because she was messing around with, you know, the friend, and now you messing around with your brother, and now she's pregnant. You know, they just felt some type of way about her. And I was like, no, you know, speaking positive things, like, no, you know, it's as much his fault as it is her fault.
My daughter did not deserve this, and I want the killer to go to jail forever.
Because she can't get herself pregnant. You know, I'm just speaking positive things about her, even though, you know, she just basically created issues. So I was like, you know what, I felt betrayed at that moment. I felt some type of way. But, you know, I got past it. She said, no, I didn't do it like that. You know, she was trying to, you know, spoke about it. But I got past it. I was, you know, willing to be her friend and, you know, talk to her. Throughout our friendship, she would, you know, frequently call me and talk to me about my cousin and say different things about my cousin, right? And, you know, I was a little uncomfortable uncomfortable a little bit, but I never spoke on it, you know, because I felt like, man, I'm trying to be a friend to her. And while at the time I was going through my relationships and stuff that was happening, she was a good friend to me. Like, she had my back or whatever. But what I noticed about this person just kind of came off very, like, bitter a little bit, and came off like a little bit mean-spirited, you know, just from her other situations, because she didn't, you know, moved on or whatever. She ended up having the kid by my cousin. They was going through a whole court situation. That's a whole different topic. And basically she was confiding in me, telling me things, you know, and then after that, after she had a baby with my cousin, she had a baby with a whole nother person, and I went to her baby shower, was her friend through that, you know, was the only family member that showed up to her baby shower, you know, was trying to be her friend. But I just noticed that even with that situation, she just was speaking very, you know, bitter. I remember an example of it. We had a conversation about, I said that if I have a kid with somebody, I feel like they're family to me, you know. I feel like regardless if we're in a relationship or not, I feel like we're family. And unless, you know, something traumatic happened, I consider my child's father as family because we have a kid in common. She's like, no. She was saying that, you know, the third baby dad's wanting to look out for his because he had a kid by somebody else, child, a whole different thing. But she was saying that, you know, he was bogus for wanting to look out for his child's mother. And I felt like that was just very bitter, because I feel like if a man had a kid, you know, before me, had a kid with another woman, and he wanted to, you know, basically make sure she's good or look out for her, I don't think I would have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would want him, especially if I have a kid with him now, to make sure his first, you know, child's mother or whatever situation was good. I'm not bitter in that way. Even if the guy was in a relationship, whatever happened with his ex was before me, you know, I wouldn't feel no type of way, because if I felt some type of way, I don't think that's a man that I should be with. So I just never understood that. I felt like it was very bitter of her to feel like, oh, you know, he shouldn't look out for his child's mother, you know, he needs to have the kid with him. What is he looking out for her for? I just wasn't that type of female. I feel like if you had a kid with somebody, it's nothing wrong with looking out for them or making sure they're good, because if they're good, your kid's good. That's just how I saw things. But she would say things like that, and I just thought that was like very, very bitter, and just different ways on how she went about things, right? And then she was saying to me that she was trying to get a DNA test for her first child that she had with the family friend, right? Because he was just not trying to do the DNA test. He don't claim the kids. He don't really know the kids, all of that, right? So that was something she talked about as well. So, you know, over the time, me and her are actually cool. You know, we cool, whatever, right? We created a close friendship. I'm thinking we cool. We've had minor differences or whatever, but I never took it to heart, you know. I was always just really, really trying to be polite. She talked, you know, after a while, she got a place, you know, got a place or whatever. She was trying to get a place. She was staying with her mom, but so she got a place. So when she got a place, she asked me to come. I came or whatever, and I came with my cousin. So first of all, when she got the place, it was a program that helped her get the place. I came with my cousin. My cousin is like kind of in the same type of program. So my cousin was like, well, how did you get this place? This is a beautiful place. They didn't give me, you know, this place or whatever. Didn't help me get this place. Like, what did you do? So she and my cousin's talking. My cousin's like, well, she wants to do all of that, right? My cousin had never, you know, been there or whatever. So my cousin was basically asking her about the place and everything. And, you know, they had spoke about that. Now, she felt some type of way in that moment, but she never said anything until later on, right? I'm gonna explain that. So her having an issue or feeling any type of way, like, she didn't express it until me and her got into it. Now, she told me that when she moved to her place, she mentioned to me that she didn't want, you know, my cousin to have her number. Now, mind you, these people are going to child support. These people are going through the whole process. And, you know, she confides in me, talks to me, and tells me about, you know, child support and everything. But I, you know, didn't think nothing of it, you know. I went to my aunt's house. My cousin started telling me about the child support, and I kind of knew a little bit about it because I had spoke to her, but I wasn't going to mention anything because I didn't want to, you know, mix information or do none of that, right? So that's all that discussed. That's all that happened. Now, mind you, my cousin been saying that he didn't want me and her being friends. He didn't feel like she was a genuine person. He felt like she was messy. He, you know, had all of the feelings that he felt or whatever, you know. So he been had said that, you know, he didn't want basically me and her being cool. And I just was like, you know, she seemed like a cool person, you know, and I just wanted to see good things, you know, like just good positive things. And I just thought that me and her could have a good friendship or whatever, right? Okay, so this is when things went left, right? I came to my I came to my cousin's house to, see my auntie, whatever, see how everybody doing. And my cousin was talking about the child support thing, right? And how they went to child support, blah, 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 blah. And he like, yeah, did she say anything to you? Because I'm sure she said she said something to you. So I'm laughing about it. I'm not taking nothing too serious. And we, kind of giggling about his words. And I didn't say, yes, she said something to me, but I never shared it with him. I wasn't going to. So in that time, he's like, well, let me get her number. I don't know what happened, y'all. I wasn't really thinking about it. Like, I promise you, I didn't think I was. Now, he said that he wanted her number, right? I wasn't thinking nothing about it. I just gave the goddamn number. Now, mind you, I wasn't thinking deeply about it. He wanted the number. I gave him the number. I probably should not have given the number. And, I was kind of feeling like, oh, damn, I gave the number. Like, I was put on the spot, and that's my cousin. And other people was around, and I don't know. I just gave the number. I just gave it, y'all. I wasn't feeling good about it. I felt bad instantly, but I was like, it ain't, like, I didn't think nothing of it. Before I even was able, like, I left my cousin's house, I was turning in, like, damn near by the light, and I was going. And she called me, like, who gave the number? I said, I did. She went off. Cussing, snapping off, da-da-da-da-da. Now that's when I was like, oh, damn, she really mad. Like, damn, it's really, this is really a big thing. Well, she already mentioned to me that she didn't want me to give the number. So I got that it was a big thing. I tried to apologize. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't thinking nothing of it, da-da-da-da-da-da. Child. And I'm over here like, why would he put me on the spot? Like, why would he? And he told me that he had the number, but I knew better. Okay, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I knew better, and I felt bad. But I tried to talk to her. Like, I'm trying to talk to her or whatever. She's like, so I'm like, at that moment, I'm like, well, yeah, me and him got into a fight. He took the number. That was a lie. Let's start there. That was a lie. And I knew I was lying, but I felt like horrible. I'm saying sorry. She's cussing, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was lying, child. I lied, and I'm over here, like, trying to fix it. Like, okay, well, I'm sorry. Fuck, don't matter. It was my fault that he got the number. I'm sorry. She's like, no, da-da-da-da-da, going off, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, well, I'm telling you, sorry. Going off, we called, there was a freaking three-way, because my cousin has another baby with somebody else, so there was a three-way, and we're all on the phone, and we're trying to talk. She cussing at me, calling me bees and everything, and all of that. We probably, like, I'm over here trying to just apologize. She's not trying to hear it, and it hurt my feelings, and she was cussing at me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was crying. I cried, and she's over here because she was talking about she want to fight me and all of that and all this stuff about fighting. So I cried, and then she was over here, oh, those are crocodile tears. She don't care. Oh, awesome. You need to beg type of energy. And I'm like, okay, listen, I done said sorry. I'm a grown woman. I'm not about to, I said sorry. You want to be my friend? You don't? That's fine. At that point, because she was going off saying, oh, you're crying for no reason. Because I was like, yo, I don't even care now. I don't care. Because at first I was very apologetic, but you're not going to talk down to me. You're not going to cuss at me. You're not going to treat me any type of way about a freaking number, especially when y'all was going to court and you was going to have to give the number anyways. It's just a phone number. No, delete my address. And then it came up that she felt some type of way with my cousin. Oh, and then for you to ask your cousin, your cousin was trying to figure out where I lived and da-da-da-da-da. And, oh, you better not give him my address because he's been trying to get my address, and don't give him my address. She just went off. So at that point, I deleted everything, blocked her on everything, because I felt like, yo, I am genuinely sorry. And, my person was telling me, like, yo, you already apologized to this girl. You said sorry over and over. She on the phone talking about beg. You was even crying. Your feelings was hurt. And you tried to, like, really get to her, have a real conversation, tell her, like, because I honestly did not mean to do it. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. It just, I didn't care to, like, I didn't care. And not even I didn't care to, because I didn't care to is wrong language. I didn't process it. In the time, everything was just happening so fast. I had other stuff going on, other things happening in my life at that time going on, that I'm going through. So I wasn't necessarily thinking, I didn't think our friendship was gonna end about a freaking number. I think it ended because of how she went about it. She was like, oh, we could fight. I'm not finna fight. And I told her, I'm not gonna fight you, girl.
Train flexibility with me and reach your full potential in just under 10 days.
Basically, I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you, girl. So I would be the one to call the police. I'm not fighting. I'm not squaring up. I'm not messing up my pretty little face for nobody. I'm a female. I'm not no fucking street fighter. I ain't fucking Chung-Li. I'm not no sumo wrestler. I'm not gonna be in the middle of the street brawling. I'm too much of a lady for that. I'ma pull up and girl, we gonna fight and bitch this and bitch that. Please, it's not worth all of that. Cause for me, you was a friend of me. I'm not calling you out your name, girl. I was at your fucking baby shower. I'm not doing all of that. She all ghetto and we gonna you were gonna bitch. I'm not fighting you. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. I have too much class. I got a whole kid. You have multiple kids. The fuck we look like fighting in the street like some animals. If you want to fight, you fight. You see me, you touch me, I'm calling the police. You come close to me like you gonna touch me, I'm calling the police. I don't give a damn. I'm not fighting nobody, not over no freaking stupid ass number. It's not that deep. She's like, now I gotta change my number. And I honestly feel like my cousin did that because he didn't want us to be friends. I really do. But it's up to her because I feel like she took it too far. But if I'm being honest, I kind of was already sensing like I didn't honestly think that our friendship would have gotten really far because of the kind of person that she was. I'm a very like caring type of person. I'm the type of person to be like, well, I want to see how people are. Ooh, it's not that it's starting to rain. Child, hold on, y'all.
Every day I look at Tammy and I'm like, if I don't change now, I could possibly be her size.
So yeah, I'm a very caring type of person. I want to help the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm compassionate, you know? I'm not spiteful. I don't have hate in my heart, you know? I'm the type of person, if I'm doing good, I want everybody to do good. I'm a very sweet, kind, caring type of person, you know? Like, I just think that she's the type of person, she's not like that, you know? She's very selfish. She's very one-sided. She's very me. You know, I don't think she thinks about other people or cares about other people. I don't think. And just the way in which she maneuvers, like, she's a good person on certain extent, but she comes off very bitter and very spiteful in how she handles things sometimes, you know? And I really thought that, you know, her and I was gonna be great friends because she's been there for me through some relationships and stuff like that. But I think that just the way she went about it made me feel like we never was really friends in the first place. I really wanted us to have a conversation. I really wanted us to get past it. I really wanted us to be at a place where, yeah, this shit happened, but we talked about it. We grown enough women to have a conversation. But I don't think that she was able to do that. And honestly, you know, like my person, I call my boyfriend that. My person said, like, she never was really your friend. She never, you know, it was never that. You know, you felt like she was your friend, but she never, because of how quick she could switch up. You said sorry. At that point, let's talk about it. And then they tried, the other baby mom tried to call me and was like, you know, yeah, you know, she's listening, apologize. Like, I'm supposed to give this big ass apology or I already said sorry. I'm not gonna beg nobody. And after I was done crying about it, it was done for me. I done cried. I'm done with it. I'm giving it to the Lord because I done already cried. I tried to talk to this girl, try to do all of this. She did not want to talk. She was too busy being upset, cussing and all of that. You don't want to talk? We don't need to talk ever. Honestly, if it gets that serious and you could go that far with me, like, we don't have to be friends. We really don't. Because I try to apologize. I try to for us to have a conversation, and she just was going off cussing.
Dude, you've been done.
And my auntie told me, like, yo, I've been telling you not to be that girlfriend because she never really wanted to be your friend from the beginning. The only reason she was your friend is to piss your cousin off because nobody else in the whole family talks to her. Nobody else in the whole family was trying to get cool with her because it's just really messy for her to mess with a family friend, have a kid with a family friend, and now she's messing with your brother. And then you got cool with her and was looking out for her and be the only one speaking up for her, and for her to take this little thing and just blow it up the way she did. She was never your friend to begin with. We all told you she wasn't your friend to begin with. She's not a good person. They have people that are good people, but then they have people that are not good people, and she's not a good person. Just her entire aura and how she moved, we told you that this, you know, is not the type of person you want to get close to, and you got close to this type of person. And then when we got into it, she started talking like, oh, that's why you don't have any friends, that's why you don't have a friend, and all this stuff. And I have friends, so I was over here like, but it wasn't even the fact that she said that to me, because she was trying to like throw stuff in my face like, oh, well, this, you know, we talked, you know, the type of friends that when y'all get into it, now she want to bring up all the stuff that she was feeling some type of way about. Like, I was like, girl, we can have a war of words, but I'm not that type of person. Like, you speaking about me and trying to say things about me and go off and all of this, you know, about me, and, oh, you're this, you're that, girl. Like, it just was given like all types of different things. Like, I could really do it, but I didn't want to do it. I can even do it now, but I never wanted to do it because I'm not that type of person. I wasn't going to speak bad about her. Like, I am 28 years old. I have my own YouTube channel. I have my own everything, you know? And for me to be such a young person, I already have 1 degree. I'm going for my 2nd one. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of great things going on in my life. Other than minor relationship issues and boyfriends and breakups and whatever, I'm blessed, I would say. You know, I got a roof over my head, food on my plate. God is blessing me with happiness in my heart and joy in my heart. And I only got 1 kid. I don't have like a whole bunch of children or a whole bunch of different baby daddies, or like I don't have you know what I'm saying, I'm not beat up, no nothing. I'm not poor, I'm not lacking of anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm not living on poverty. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing. I got the common sense that God gave me. I got joy in my heart, and I got enough that I do for my nieces and nephews. And I try my hardest to just be a good person all around the board to any and everybody, you know? So for her to then she try to just try to say different things or try to put me down or make me feel some type of way, and it wasn't working because I know who I am. I know whose I am. And she wasn't going to do that to me, especially since I could have really went there with her and talked bad about her, but I didn't. But it hurt my heart because I felt like me and this person really was friends. But maybe, my people was right. She never was my friend. She was trying to use me. And it just wasn't meant to be, And I think maybe we needed a break from each other, and that needed to happen because I didn't want it to happen that way. I really didn't. I really wanted us to talk about it. But after she gave me the attitude that she gave me, I was like, girl, fuck you. Like, I really want to be sorry. I really want to have a conversation, but I don't care at this point. I don't care. We don't have to be friends, period. Because we gonna fight. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to talk because I really don't have a problem with you. I really wanted to say sorry, but the type of attitude and the type of person that you are, you just can't have, you can't, because you're not gonna bully me. That's how I felt like she was trying to bully me. She was trying to talk down on, just because I was super chill and calm and, I'm sorry. Then, I was when I got soft, she was trying to bully me because I was kind and because I was talking sweet and because she felt like that I was one of these weak girls. And she go to the club and fight these other girls and want to argue with these other girls. I'm not a clubbing type. I'm not drinking. It takes 1 drink and I'm done. I'm telling you, I'm such light. I'm for real, a really good girl, I'm not into the life like that. She's into the life like that. Like, she's been around. She's lived an eventful life. So with her trying to, and she's older than me, so with her trying to come at me the way she came at me, especially with her having, you have a lot of kids, you got too much kids, you got too much stuff going on for you, great things as well, a lot in your life to be thankful for, to be walking around here trying to catch a case by touching me, because I'm not gonna fight you. It's not, we gonna fight, girl, I'm not fighting anybody for no reason. I'm too much of a lady to be walking around here trying to brawl and fight people. I was raised better than that. I'm a better person than that. I'm not doing that. But that was the type of energy that she had. So maybe me and her was never meant to be friends to begin with. But it really did break my heart. And people try to warn me, but you know how it is. You always trying to see the good in people, especially when people try to warn you. But that's what happened.
And I should have known better when I seen her hair.
Ms. Reese?
Y'all let me know if y'all think that she never was my friend. If y'all think that I was tripping, tell me what you think. I love you guys to pieces, and bye-bye.
I'm still here.